Very special episode. Let me put the tropical Thanksgiving music on here.
Yes.
It is the 2023 DC crossover Thanksgiving special. Round of applause. We have a lot to do tonight, and by a lot I mean a lot to eat tonight. As loyal followers of the show recall from last week, we came up with the brilliant plan of in the true spirit of Thanksgiving, Mike and I wanted to give each other a meal of our own design and eat it on the show. And this is all done where I don't know what Mike ordered for me. He doesn't know what I ordered for him. And that's going to be the first thing we're going to do tonight because I'm hungry. I'm an early eater, so eating at 6:45 is killing me.
I am not.
But we got, yeah, I know. You're like a 8 p.m. eater. It's crazy.
8 p.m. That's even early for me. Dude, get this. So the other day we were having pasta Sunday.
Yeah,
and
solid. Always a good move.
Obviously when we got going with the Sunday night football game, we usually wait till like halftime. And halftimes for like an 8:30 game or 8:20 game,
it's like 10 p.m.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing was too, I was out last night with a couple buddies, and then I come home and Jess is sitting there and she's like I haven't eaten yet, and I'm like, it's 10:45. What are you doing?
You guys are nuts. I'm eating by 6 o'clock pretty much every night. It's great. But I'm excited. So let's get you to start. Let's have you open yours up first because mine just arrived. You've had yours for a little bit. So again, the parameters here were we ordered for each other. We didn't tell the other person what they were getting. And the food recently arrived. So we're going to open it up and talk about it on the program.
So it's a lazy dog bag. So I assume it's from the dog that's lazy.
I would hope so.
Yeah, wrong guy. And I included myself a paper towel, and I didn't know if there's utensils, so I didn't want to get out.
Oh,
Sorry,
smart
get out of my
move.
seat.
Oh, no. What if I didn't bring utensils down here?
Oh, my gosh. This is a soggy container. I got to move something.
This is a disaster. I didn't bring utensils down here. I'm going to run upstairs. We're going to keep going. We're live. But I'm gonna go upstairs and get my utensils.
I'll entertain the masses. So, again, like Ben said, the whole entire situation that we got going on here is it's a Thanksgiving episode. Now, tomorrow, we got things going on and stuff like that. So we're not going to be able to record tomorrow. Yesterday, I was out doing stuff. So we thought Tuesday would be a perfect time to stuff our faces and all of a sudden go and do a Thanksgiving episode, which we're doing right here live because there are also people outside doing stuff. So we needed to make sure.
Running up and down the stairs.
We need to make sure we entertain some people. So we said, hey, we'll go live. So if the audio is not great on my end, then please comment in the chat. Please, dear God, comment in the chat because that's what's going to happen for my audio's sake. But, again, like Ben said and like I was mentioning a second ago, this is a mystery order that I have no idea what he got, and he has no idea what I got, except he kind of does a little bit because, obviously, when it gets delivered, it has the branding on there. But
it smells good.
The taste testing is going to be it. So, my first thing, I'm just going to go from top to bottom. I'm not even going to get everything out. I'm just going to go top to bottom. Give a little taste and slide it all over to the side.
Let's see. So this is from Lazy Dog and
the problem is that the first container, the bottom of it feels like it's gonna fall apart.
Really? Okay. Let's see what happened here.
Okay, hold on. Jeez, this is so floppy. Oh my God, it's falling out. Look at it's falling out. So this.
Well, did you turn it the right way?
It's in the bag.
Okay.
These are cheese curds. Oh, the sauce spilled out.
Oh, no, dagger.
Bastards.
Yusuf. That was Yusuf that did that.
Look at this thing, man. Look at the sauce. It's all out. That's why it's all moist.
Oh, no. Oh. But yeah, those are cheese curds. That's one of your sides.
This one sauce looks pretty good. Was it Chipotle mayo or something?
Yeah, the pinkish type sauce. Yeah, that's a good one.
Little dippy dip. Solid curd.
That's all you need. You just need a good solid curd.
I'll do another one.
Yeah,
So-
that sucks. The other sauce spilled. Jesus.
I was like, what the hell is wrong with this box? And he must have been driving like a Ford Bronco or something.
Yeah.
God damn, how do I even put this thing back? Okay. So, curds. I can't keep eating it though. That's a problem. Oh my
Well,
god. My
we'll be eating
paper
for
towel, my face is already dirty. Okay. Okay. Next up. Where do I even put this thing?
So that was your first side. I know the challenge of eating on the show is going to be interesting.
Jesus. This. Okay. I got another one over here. Let me figure it out. Okay. Good thing I brought the utensils because the utensils
Yes.
have a napkin in it. I should have brought the whole roll of paper towels. That should have been smart. Maybe I'll do it right when you're about to talk. Oh my god! Look at it! Look at this paper thin thing.
I know.
I can see my face.
I got the exact same thing.
I can see my face in this thing. Okay. Next thing. Oh, more sturdy box. That's a good sign.
Good.
Hush puppies. Ooh, I love the hush.
Yes. So
Damn.
I have not had these.
The sauce. Damn, these are plump puppies.
I have not had these, so I'm interested to hear the review of them
Another sauce that looks good.
because they looked
Look
like
at
they'd
this ball,
be good.
man. Oh
That
my
is a,
god.
that is a thick boy.
It's like goddamn. I can't say because we're live, but let's do a Libby dippy dip.
Yeah,
All right,
dip them in the sauce. Oh man, this is not safe for work. Look at that.
Wow,
It looks good.
that's actually one of the best hush puppies I've ever had in my life.
Wow. That is good to hear. That's in the spirit of Thanksgiving.
Yeah, and you know the best part is, I love Long John Silver's.
Yeah, Long John Silver's is classic.
Long John Silver's is great, and they have great hush puppies. Okay, I got confirmation. Audio is good.
Okay, good.
All right, so next one is. Sorry, people are asking me, are you just streaming live? Because we got a notification.
It's like, yeah, that's why you got the notification.
All right, big box, final box.
Okay. So this dish is my go-to at this place, and I just want you to take a bite, and I want to get your thoughts on it. Don't think about it too hard. Just go in,
I
take a
moved some of
bite.
the stuff out of the way. All right, here we
Yeah,
go.
understandable.
This is katsu sando.
Yeah, it's
fries.
it's my favorite thing on the menu. Their fries are pretty good too.
Okay, I'm not a big fan of the whatever this cabbage or whatever the hell this is.
Right, I understand, and I knew this, but I'm telling you, just grab one of the pieces and take a bite, and then let's get your thoughts.
Fries held up pretty well though. I will say
The
that.
fries are good there.
What kind of fries is that? That tastes like a seasoning on there.
Yeah, they got some good seasoning.
Or maybe that's a leftover from the hush puppy.
Well, maybe.
All right, where do I buy? Here we go.
Yeah, they come in like the little little
I feel
sandwiches.
like I'm at a British tea party.
Yeah, but trust me, this is a money sandwich.
I could eat this. What is that? Coleslaw on it? What is that?
Yeah, it's like yeah. And the bread, I believe it's referred to as milk bread, I think is what it's called. It's like nice and soft. I'm telling you, dude, this sandwich is my go-to there. I don't get anything else than this sandwich these days.
No. I'm trying to think. What kind of is katsu? That's not a sauce, is it?
I think, I mean, it's just like a thin chicken that's breaded. And then, yeah, I don't know. You know what? We have computers in front of us.
Because that tastes like a sweet kind of like honey chicken. pretty good,
Japanese dish, fried chicken made with panko breadcrumbs. I think the katsu must be like there must be some sauce involved.
Well, don't get me wrong, it's good. I like it. I'd order it.
Yeah.
Because, again, like this coleslaw cabbage thing, whatever, it's not a deal breaker for me.
I will, on this sandwich especially, like it works well with the chicken. Like, I'm with you.
But here's the thing. Like fish tacos, for instance.
Right.
I'm not a big fish taco guy. I love tacos and I love fish. But when they put all the garbage on there, that's like, they try to fill it up to make it look bigger with all the cabbage slaws and all that kind of crap. It overpowers the fish.
Yeah.
So it makes it taste like trash. But that one, the chicken, didn't get overpowered and it tastes good. I will give you props for that. That is a good one.
So the Hush Puppies are the clear
Oh, yeah.
favorite in the clubhouse right
Oh,
now.
yeah.
That's good. That's good.
The curds are just a little too cold, but obviously
Yeah.
when we're delivering those things,
Yeah.
if I throw it in the freaking microwave, it's going to be money.
Right.
But
right.
the sandwich, if I had to rate it right now, and I'll do out of 10.
Yeah.
The sandwich, I'll give a nice solid 7.
Okay. Okay.
It's good. I do like how it's crustless too. That's nice too.
Yeah.
It's a nice little touch. The fries, obviously heated up, would be a little bit better. The curds, I like cheese curds, and I'd give those a 6.5. If they're heated up, probably a 7, 7.5.
Yeah.
And the Hush Puppies are like an 8.5, 9, dude.
That is good to
They're
hear.
I mean, those balls are big. They are
I'm
big
excited
balls.
for the big balls. I got to get them sometime. I've not had it.
There are some big
yeah.
old balls, man.
So I got to. I got to dive.
And they were
into
soft too. They were crunchy on the outside, but it was soft on the inside, like a pillow.
Nice.
Like a Mike Lindell pillow.
I have a couple of those.
Take a little
So
sip
this,
while you do it.
see the thing with, it's going to be a good barbecue place when there is absolutely no signage on anywhere the bag or the receipt on what it actually is. Now, if I, as far as like where it came from, if I had to guess, is this a Willard's?
It is a Willard's.
Okay, see, again, fat boy. I know my stuff.
I've never been there. My aunt,
Okay.
apparently my aunt has, and she said she loves it.
I love Willard's. Yes,
Never been there though.
And I think I have. Let's see. Well, this cup is from. This might be not from Willard's.
That looks like Potbelly.
This is from Dickies. So this is a separate
Dickies.
cup. But yeah, so we've got. Oh, I love me some barbecue. So we got ourselves a barbecue platter here, with looks like we got mac and cheese. Oh man, we got. I'm gonna try to. I don't know how to get this on camera without spilling it on my laptop. But we got here. Actually, I'm gonna take the camera.
There we go. Oh,
Look at this live shot here.
Jesus.
So we got some pulled pork, some mac and cheese, some mashed potatoes, cornbread, my favorite. And then what is this? This is some other type of.
Brisket.
Oh man.
I wasn't lying.
And I haven't had Willard's in a long time actually. So this will be almost like a nice little taste test here. So I love the sign of true pulled pork is sometimes you don't even need the sauce and it's going to still taste good. It just melts in the mouth.
Man.
And keep in mind, they did include sauce. I've got sauce here, but I like to try to taste test it without it.
And I put the gravy on the side. I don't know if the gravy is
That's
on
smart.
the side.
Yeah,
I put it on the side because I wanted you to pour it live.
Okay.
Now here's the best thing. Now the question is, oh, here he goes for the pour.
Okay.
Oh, look at that pour. He's practicing for Thursday. Look at it. Nice.
Yeah, that was talent.
Hey, you got some cornbread there too, by the way.
Oh God.
I added that as a special piece.
And and there's extra cornbread. There's 2 pieces.
Oh gosh, man.
And I love
Sam. Sam did all
this is-
all the work.
this is a beautiful,
Flaky
flaky looking
crust,
cornbread.
buttery flaky
Take
crust.
another bite of that.
Yeah. So this is the thing is I've never been there, and of course I was trying to figure if you've ever been to a place like a certain place, and it was hard to try to figure that out. Not because you're in the caliber of myself, but I think it's more so because I know you have been to a lot of different places, and I have too. But I tried to guess. And you've been there, but it's okay. I think it's more so.
Like I said, I haven't had it in a long time though.
I think it's more of a meal choice, like what you choose from the certain place, not if you've been there before. Which again, I said, you know what? I'm gonna go with the meat trio with 2 sides, and I think that works.
This is fantastic.
He's just gonna keep going for it.
I'm gonna eat this whole thing right now. So here's the thing. A good barbecue platter has to have some of these other items in the mix like you have here. Having a good mashed potato in the mix is clutch. The mac and cheese, I mean, that's the great thing about barbecue is mac and cheese is already amazing, and then you throw it in the mix with some good meats, and it's like, it makes it even better. And then cornbread is my favorite I mean, it's my favorite thing on the earth.
Yeah, and honestly, we've known each other for, geez, I think we've known each other now for about 13 years. And I think we've learned over the years what we like and what we don't like. And I knew exactly everything I was putting on there, you would devour.
Oh, yeah. No, there's not a miss on this plate.
I said mac and cheese. Oh, he's going to eat that. Mashed potato, because they said like rice and beans and all this. I was like, no, I don't care what it is. He's got to go for the taters. Okay. And obviously, I'm not going to put like collard greens or any of that garbage on there. So I had to put the good stuff and then just add it all. I mean, literally, when I go to Mission Barbecue, what would you say? Is Willard's better than Mission Barbecue?
They're close, man.
Because Mission, I always try to get the, of course, I get the double XL because, I mean, I want the two sides. But the biggest thing about Mission is that the sauces change the game there. Like, if you go to Mission, now, my mom is a Memphis Belle type person whenever she goes there. But I kind of like the certain ones that have a little more kick to it because the Memphis Belle is a little more sweet barbecue.
Oh yeah, no, I like the spicier taste to it.
I think there's one that's a Texas brand one or something like that. I haven't been there in a hot second, like within a year, so I'm forgetting the ones that I usually have. But those sauces where you can sit there and choose and they have a little description of each one. Yeah, I think that changes the game because I just literally sit there and I go like this and just like I'm milking a cow, and just all over the plate.
No, you're right. We are blessed in this area where we do have some great barbecue selection because, as you said, we've got Willard's, we've got Mission. If you've never had Dickey's is great too. And then you even have, for those who are a little more adventurous, you go to Carolina Brothers over in Loudoun County. That's kind of like out in Ashburn somewhere, wherever you go, and like it's right by the bike trail, and you go there. That place is money, but it's just like you have to actually like go there to get it. I don't even think they deliver. But we've got some good barbecue. But no, I'd say I haven't had bad barbecue from any of those places. Like all of them are money, but yeah, you got to have the multiple meat plates for sure. You got to stay away from like I looked at one barbecue menu and it had like hot dogs on there, and it's like, look, I love a good hot dog.
Hot dogs.
If I'm getting barbecue, I want some like pulled meats. Like that's what I want.
I want the barbecues. I don't want something I can boil.
Right. Exactly.
Like
so, the place I was considering ordering from for you was Bojangles. That was
good one.
A possibility.
So, quick story. Bojangles, when I was in college, so at my school, which was Radford, they had on our meal plans or our ticket or whatever it's called, like the card, you swipe your card. Like my mom back in college, so obviously your parents usually like load up your card here a little bit because you can't keep ongoing payments for the most part unless you're certain people. But my mom would load up like $200 for the semester. And she's like, hey, you can go buy food. You have money. But she would also say, hey, if you want to get something, from the cafeteria or whatever, here's some money for the semester, which is plenty for me. I didn't need a lot. Let's be honest here. But my campus, the problem was the area gave away, not free food, but it gave away discounted food to students.
Of course.
So obviously the campus had a Wendy's, Chick-fil-A, like literally, and the Chick-fil-A was like a to-go. So like you literally just went up there, grabbed it, and scanned and gone. It was nuts. Like I literally had a system in my first semester there. I'd go get 2 Chick-fil-A sandwiches, go to my buddy's place, and then wait there for 2 hours and go to my next class. It was nuts. So they had a Bojangles. Speaking of Bojangles, they had a Bojangles that was in it was in the city of Radford, but it was like over a bridge and stuff like that, and it was about like a mile and a half away. So sometimes I would swing by the Bojangles because you get everything like 30% off if you swiped your card, and I would get I think it's it's a rice and beans bowl, but I think it had chicken in it or something like that. I forgot exactly what it had in it. Red beans and rice bowl, or I forgot exactly what it was called, but it was so damn good.
Oh, their red beans and rice are unbelievable.
Yeah, and I would get that, and I literally would be in heaven. I get 2 of those bowls because they were like $7, and I would go home and I'd sit in my bed and I'd eat it. It was the best.
The best was definitely
Bowberry biscuits.
college eating. It was the best thing on earth because you would, you didn't have much money, so like the thing to do was to just get these cheap options and just pig out, and it was unbelievable. Now I still do that, but yeah. So as far as like ratings go for for Willard's here, I mean everything is good. I mean honestly, like everything is good because the meats are always going to be on point because again these guys know what they're doing when it comes to roasting these meats. So like the meats are and the brisket is delicious. Oh man, like here's just some of that brisket there.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
I'm surprised Sam didn't eat it in the car.
So if we're breaking it down, meats 8.5.
8.5, okay.
Mashed potatoes a solid 7. Not the best I've ever had, but
It's all right.
still good. Mac and cheese here very underrated.
Really?
Probably like a 7.5.
Wow.
Cornbread 9.
Oh, man.
I guess that's it. So yeah, unbelievable meal here.
Now we got to finish the meal.
Yeah. So we have plenty to get to on the show today.
You didn't finish everything that I got.
Oh, and then there's the DQ.
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about? Well, that's in the fridge right now.
Okay. Well, you got to mention it because that's part of the system.
Yeah. So you got me a Blizzard. It looked like there were some M&Ms in there. What else was in there?
So I was in between. There's a place called Buddy V's Cake Slices or something like that.
I've seen it. On the. I've never had it. I've seen it.
I was about to get you a cake slice because it looked
those cake slices looked big.
No, it looked very big, like those hush puppies. But I was like, should I get a Blizzard instead? And I figured the Blizzard would stay more intact. Obviously, a cake is sturdy, but I think the Blizzard, because that's what their whole entire motto is you turn it upside down, it stays there. I thought that would be better to get. So I went with a smooth, and I know we talked about this a few weeks ago, a smooth cookie dough with M&M bits in it.
Oh yeah, that's money. I mean, that's everything I love in this world. No,
and I got the cookie dough one for Abby as well.
Nice.
But she's not getting graded, so I gave her a mini one.
I mean, DQ, dude, for me, it doesn't matter what time of year it is. Like, if it's cold out, if it's warm out, whatever, I am always into Dairy Queen. It is one of my favorite places ever.
Right.
So I'm excited. I'll definitely dive into that in a little bit. Right now, it's staying cold in the fridge.
Hey, keep it, man. Keep it going. You can finish that whole entire damn thing while we're eating. I might even break out those sandwiches again.
Yeah, true. So I want to dive into a list here. So we've got the 43 most essential Thanksgiving side dishes here. This is on Ranker.com. And I want us to discuss kind of the placements here. So I'm actually going to move down, and then we'll go up. I don't know if I'll go all the way to 43. Yeah. We'll start with the top 20.
Okay.
Well, first of all, sweet potato pie being okay. Anyway, 20.
Something caught your eye.
So carrots
are garbage.
I hate carrots. I'm not a carrot guy.
Now listen, if I'm at B-Dubs or something like that, and I can dip it in like blue cheese or ranch, something like that, I'll take it. But like, first of all, I'm not a rabbit. Okay,
right.
I'm not going to sit there and just nom on a carrot. Now, I've seen some people that have done that, and that's just weird. Okay, you're a psychopath. But for he put the thumbs down. But but for me, like a carrot, it has to be a little baby carrot or something like that. Something that I can like chew in a couple seconds and then down it. Like I just don't like it when they're big chunks of carrots and you have to like sit there and like you hear like the because it comes like
Bugs Bunny like
I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out.
I'm with you. I mean, you throw these in some garlic butter, then maybe we'll talk. Otherwise, no thanks. Next up, we got baked sweet potatoes at number 19 on the list.
Okay.
I mean, I like a good sweet potato every now and then. Especially, you get some like cinnamon and a little maple syrup in the mix, and I'll tell you, like, baked sweet potato can taste really damn good. 19 for side dishes. Maybe it's a little low, honestly. I mean, maybe they have another sweet potato dish higher up, but I'm going to go ahead and hit the up arrow for that.
I'll take it.
Sweet tea. Are you a sweet tea guy at all?
I mean, I'm an Arnold Palmer guy,
Okay.
but I'm not.
So you're
sitting there
half
gonna-
a sweet tea guy.
yeah, right. I'm a half and half. I mean, I'm not. I just don't like. I'm, like if I go to the South and someone says, "Hey, get some tea," okay, maybe I'll try it, but I'm not gonna sit there and order tea over a Coke Zero or something.
Yeah. And also, have you ever heard of sweet tea and like Thanksgiving being connected like this?
No, not at all.
No, neither have I.
Oh, the cob.
Corn on the cob. So this is a weird one for me too because look, I love corn on the cob,
Yeah.
but when I think of corn on the cob, I'm thinking July 4th. I'm not
Touche.
really thinking Thanksgiving. Like,
Are you a cob? Are you a short cob or a long cob guy?
I'm an any cob guy. I'll eat them. I'll eat them any size, anywhere.
So, for instance, like I like the shorter cobs because you
Little
can
more
like
manageable.
because they're more manageable and you also don't have to get like the print the spike things to stick on the sides.
Oh yeah.
Because like this one, you can put you can like put it like this, and you can grab it with one hand
That's true.
and touch the non-hot part. And also like the end of the cob where like you can see like the little end piece. Not
Yeah.
not a fan of that.
Yeah,
The pointy piece.
again, like I like corn on the cob, but Thanksgiving it just feels like an odd time. So I'm gonna downvote that.
Down.
Green beans. I mean, the problem is like this is a staple when it comes to Thanksgiving dinner. I feel like there's always a green bean casserole, etc. It's one of those things you put a little bit on your plate, but like enough to make the person that brought the green bean casserole like notice, like, oh, he got some. But then you try to hide it with some of the other foods that you have on your plate, and then you end up not eating any of it.
Well, you know about the whole entire green bean casserole thing from last year, right?
I forget.
So I was told to make green bean casserole,
Oh,
which I think it's more. I don't know, not frowned upon, but I think it's more upsetting when you're making something you know you're not going to eat.
yeah.
That's like it's like for me, it's like it's the green bean casserole or like a bunch of chopped up carrots or something like that, like what do they call it, a glazed carrot, something like that.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to. I'm not going to scoop that. Like it's just not me. I'm not going to do it. So So it's like when you have to make that, and I kind of got roped into it, which is not like I didn't want to, but at the
It's
same
interesting
time,
because I don't look at you and I think this guy knows how to make a mean green casserole. You know?
mean green bean casserole. yeah, it's like literally because no one wanted to make it because
Yeah,
apparently
'cause it sucks.
Yeah, because only about 3 people eat it at my aunt's house, and this year we're not going there because the family's getting too big. But last year it's like only like 3 people ate it, so I was like, what did I just slave away with the beans?
Yeah, this is a downvote for me.
46 people, that's it.
Yeah.
God damn, man!
Sweet potato casserole. Okay, so I do love me some sweet potato casserole. You get the
Never
toasted-
had that.
Okay, dude, it's so good because you get your sweet potato, which is already good flavor, and then you throw literal marshmallows on it, and they're like toasted, and it just all works well together.
Yeah.
This
I
is
would
an
eat
upvote
it
for
because
me.
I just started eating sweet
You'd like
potatoes not too long ago, and I actually like sweet potatoes. But
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit there and say I wouldn't eat that thing because I probably would.
I like those frozen bags of fries. You can get like the frozen sweet potato fries, and you throw those in like
Yeah.
the air fryer or the oven and stuff, and like they come out and they taste good. I mean, they taste fine.
Not bad. I like putting the it was called ionized salt or whatever the hell it's called, the one that you put on pretzels. I like putting
Oh,
that
yeah.
on that. That's a good combo right there. Welcome to Wendy's. You want a combo? Yes, I would like sweet potato fries with ionized salt.
Here we go. Number 11. King's Hawaiian sweet rolls.
Hey, those are money.
I mean,
click that up button, man.
That's an up button.
Geez, I would play patty cake with those rolls.
Only 907 upvoted and 687 down.
Who would say no to a King's Hawaiian?
It works perfectly because, like, here's what when we're talking rolls for a meal like Thanksgiving, the roll has a role to play on the
Yes.
plate. because it is so versatile. You could take that roll and, hey, you want to dip it in a little gravy and mashed potatoes? Go at it.
Ooh,
You want to
yes.
dip it in a little of the gravy and the stuffing?
Mop it up. Mop it up, baby.
It is a plate mopper, and it absorbs so well that but still keeps that sweet taste that these sweet rolls have. I mean,
Yeah.
there's nothing. There's there's few things better on the planet than this. So I'm a big fan. Now we enter the top 10 here.
Oh.
Number 10, corn. So we had corn on the cob, and now we have just straight up corn.
Now,
I guess wasn't this like part of the first Thanksgiving dinner? I mean, like,
well, is corn? Are they saying it's corn, or is it a version of corn, or because
it's just like a plate of corn to me.
I mean, I would still vote yes because I love corn, but I would take my sister's corn pudding over that all day, every day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 'cause we already said corn on the cob, so it definitely has to be variations then, right?
What happened here? What happened to the quiz? It took me to a corn quiz. It's like, I don't know. Suddenly I'm looking at a quiz about the band Corn. Let's see. Okay. This is the
Where
worst
are we at
website.
here?
Oh, Cornbread
Yeah,
is
see, look.
16? Wait, where did these rankings come from? Because this is not the same rankings we were just looking at. All right, let's see.
I did literally see like one
right,
of them
tell us
said
corn. Okay.
one said scallop potatoes, and I was like, did we
Yeah.
skip over that?
No.
Okay, so corn. It has to be variations of corn because it has cornbread, corn on the cob, corn.
Get the hell out of here.
Yeah, no, regular corn.
I'm with you. I'm with you. Like, cornbread, great. Corn on the cob, great. Corn
Pudding.
pudding, good, solid.
Ooh.
Regular straight up corn, get out of here. Cranberry sauce, this is an automatic downvote.
never had it. Don't have to
It's-
talk about it.
Don't even ever need to try it. It's terrible. We for some reason as a society we've associated with this Thanksgiving, and it's a terrible idea. Down there, there's
Oh.
Mike's green bean casserole. That's an upvote because Mike makes a great green bean casserole.
Jeez, kick rocks.
I mean, what else do you throw in there? Like breadcrumbs and
Well,
cheese, or
you
like-
so you put green beans obviously, but it's like a
Oh, really?
specific type of green bean. Like when I looked at the whatever it is, the green bean has to be like a full encased. It can't be like the half green bean. It has to be the full ones. And then it has to be. I think there's what is that? What is that on top of there? I think it's not panko or something like that. But I'm trying to think of what it is. I forgot what exactly it is. But then you have to get like this canned soup thing. Like I don't know if it's cream of onion or cream of mushroom or something like that soup. It's just
oh yeah.
it's just
Yeah,
it
this
was,
is
ugh.
condensed cream of mushroom soup or unsalted cream of mushroom soup or cream of celery soup.
It's cream of celery. That's what the one I had to get. Cream of
Half
celery.
cup of 2% milk, soy sauce, green beans, French fried onions.
Yep, that's the one. Yeah.
Okay.
And they said French's onion straws.
Oh, okay. I like a good onion straw, and I'm not even a big onion guy, like we've talked about on the program.
Dude,
but
I'd
I like
pay
a
you
good
to eat
onion
that.
straw.
I'd pay you to eat that.
To
When I
eat
was
this?
making it, dude, it was like sloshing around and not the
Yeah.
good sloshes.
I don't like to hear slosh. That's a tough word.
That's a mac and cheese thing.
Buttermilk biscuits at number 7.
I would take a Hawaiian roll over that because Hawaiian
Same.
has a more spongy texture. So again, it could soak up more things.
Buttermilk biscuit, I just think of breakfast. I don't think
Yeah.
dinner really with buttermilk biscuits. I know obviously biscuits are versatile, but I'm with you. I think Hawaiian roll is a better vehicle for the mop than buttermilk biscuit.
Okay. Yeah. I
So
agree.
let's downvote that.
Yeah.
Macaroni and cheese at number 6. Okay. I would think this might be top 5. It's just out of the top 5. Yeah, I think this is a staple. I think this, because mac and cheese can be great, because there are plenty of people that don't really love Thanksgiving food. I mean, it's not me. I love Thanksgiving food. But mac and cheese is a great one to have on the table because who doesn't like mac and cheese? You know, like it's a universal love for a lot of people. So I think you throw mac and cheese on the table and it's like, hey, you're not a big fan of turkey? Well, guess what? You can have 2 big old scoops of mac and cheese. But the one, and I'm in charge of the mac and cheese for Thanksgiving this year.
Yep. Only this year. I thought it was every year.
Not every year. I've usually most years, because for some reason, like there are some years where nobody else even like suggests us even having mac and cheese, so I have to be the guy being like, "Hey, I'll make the mac and cheese," because nobody else is talking about it.
Yeah, right.
So
Can't
this
leave that
year,
out.
this year I'm gonna go slow cooker And
Ooh, nice.
the key with to make a really good slow cooker mac and cheese is you don't just throw the dry noodles in there. You actually do a little of the boil. You cook them up a little bit, not all the way to al dente, but you cook them up a little bit already. Then you put them in and with all the other stuff. I mean, I've got, and you can throw in some wild stuff in there. I mean, I got sour cream going in there. I've got. I don't want to give away all my secrets, but I think I've got a good batch going for this year.
Good batch? You love the batches, Charlie Batch. Do you have in your like slow cooker? Do you have like that covering, like the bag that you put? Okay, so first of all, you're going to have to tell me where those bags are, and second of all,
wait, no, you're talking about the bag that you lay in there so it doesn't all stick to the thing. I do not have that. I usually just do the spray.
Okay, because I'm gonna. So obviously, my mom is hosting it this year for our immediate family, and she's making a lot of stuff. And I said, "Hey, I'll make some mac and cheese because on the talk, again, follow us on the Talk DC Crossover podcast. On there, I have a ton of recipes saved. Mm-hmm. I'm also making a Christmas tree cake dip.
Ooh,
yeah,
okay,
yeah. Digest that one. So." I'm making that,
Christmas
but I also
tree cake dip.
I'm also making something else. I forgot what it is, but I'm making two things. And I said, hey, I'll make some mac and cheese, and I can probably just use Ben's recipe to do that as well. So I'll have to text you tomorrow about it.
Let's see this Christmas tree.
Yes, that's
dip.
the girl.
This is the one?
Yes, that's the girl. Look at her.
Watch
Whoa!
those icicles fall.
Too much.
What do I care?
Go away.
God,
Okay.
that blew out my ears here. Look at her go.
So she's throwing in whatever ingredient she just did, and that's it.
Okay,
That was
well,
quick.
the video is a little longer than that I had.
Okay, yeah, this is
Damn, she
20
did-
seconds. But this is a girl, Macy Blackwell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Holiday treats.
Holiday treats might be a good post to look at here. Old-fashioned red velvet cake, gingerbread trifle, donut hole tree, Christmas layered brownies. Let me just take a quick look at this real quick. Layered brownie. This is the Christmas tree cake dip video again. It just keeps taking me back there.
It's easy though. I mean, it's not that difficult. Just mix
this
it
looks
up.
pretty easy. Okay, so so you take the actual Christmas tree like snack cake things.
Yep,
and
exactly.
you grind them up here.
I told my dad that today, and it sounded like he like, you know, I lost contact with him, and I was like,
Yeah.
"You there?" And he was like, "That's something I would eat." And I was like, "Oh, I thought I lost you there," because he like was quiet for like 5 seconds.
I mean, because it takes a sec to observe and think about that. So
Yeah,
that sounds pretty good. So mac and cheese, always a staple at the table. Love
Yes.
it. Number 5, bread. So this
Bread.
this seems idiotic to have just this in there when you have sweet rolls.
What am I going
you
to a
have
bakery and just
biscuits.
ordering a loaf? Like,
Like-
I'm not bringing a
And
loaf
this
of
type
bread.
of bread here does not even look good.
Is it
for
artisan
Thanksgiving.
bread? What is that?
Yeah, this is awful.
The easiest loaf of bread you'll ever bake via King Arthur
King
Baking.
Arthur Baking. Chef
what-
John's milk bread. Ew,
You know what? You know what the big Chef John's milk bread.
Yeah.
You know what the biggest waste of space, time, and money is? A bread maker. Literally,
Yeah.
my family had one of those. We might have used it for a few months, and it's probably still in my parents' house.
You use it like when you have a week off at Christmas or something, and you're like, "Oh, let's make some bread," and then for the other 51 weeks of the year, that bread maker is just in the way when you're trying to read.
Yeah,
other
it's
stuff.
collecting dust. And I remember, if I remember correctly, now last time I heard it was probably when I was like 12, but I remember it making like a sound. It was like, like when it was like making it, and it made this huge sound, and it was just the most annoying thing in the world. But then all of a sudden, like it's like ding, and all of a sudden you open up the door and it's like a loaf of
It
bread.
was done.
Like, is it really that worth it to do
No.
all that yeasting and whatever the hell it's
Because
called?
bread is not even. I feel like bread's not even that expensive to buy. So it's like
yeah,
I mean,
you loaf for like
I can
$3.
buy a loaf of bread, and that gives me like 15 sandwiches or whatever. You know,
You
like
get to throw half of it away anyways.
it's a pretty good deal. And you know the biggest scam of all of the bread world is the fact that like you go buy a bag of bread at the grocery, the ends. It's like who's eating the ends of the bread?
Yeah, that's
The loaf of bread.
well. The worst end,
Psychopaths.
the worst end you have to eat is the end that's really thick on the outside.
Yeah.
Because then all of a sudden you have a peanut butter sandwich, and like all of a sudden you take a bite, and it's just end.
Yeah.
Like it's like I've had a double end sandwich before, because that's the last we had left.
Whoa.
One time back in the day, and dude, it's like torture. It's like
Yeah,
it's like
that doesn't seem delicious at all.
it's like being captured by the enemy, and they're like, "Here's a double end sandwich with a thin layer of peanut butter. Try to eat it."
Guantanamo Bay. Number 4, crescent rolls. What are we doing? What is this list? This list is all bread. There's been 4 different forms of bread
Okay, I just spit my
this-
drink out.
on this list. We have bread followed by crescent rolls. Look, I like a good crescent roll, but number 4 on the most essential side dishes for Thanksgiving, above mac and cheese,
God damn.
above green bean casserole, above corn. I mean, what are we doing here?
What I don't understand is, why is there so much bread products on here? Like in the
Yeah.
top 10, we have like in the top 11, we have 3 bread items: corn and cranberry sauce.
Bread with Thanksgiving, bread is like, it's not even a big feature player on the plate. The bread is
Yeah.
just like kind of we said, like,
There's a reason you pick it
it's-
last. It's like kickball.
It's the Zamboni, it's there in between the periods to mop up the ice. That's what the bread is for.
Seriously,
on a
like,
Thanksgiving plate.
like I said, it's in kickball back in elementary school back in the day, where if you get picked last, you're the loser. So
Yeah.
it's like you're the one that gets picked on. And bread, for this instance, don't get me wrong, love a crescent roll, like Hawaiian rolls, but again, there's a reason you put it on top of everything, because everything else is taking up the space on the plate.
What is a lasagna cup? That was one of the pieces here. Lasagna cup. What the hell is this? Oh, look. Oh, this looks disgusting. Because, dude, you
Ew.
have full, like, chopped tomatoes on
Oh,
top of this?
cherry tomatoes! God, I would take again.
Yeah.
I say this. I think I say this every episode. I would take every onion and tomato and literally put it in a t-shirt cannon and fire it to the sun.
Well, I'm glad I didn't get you any tomatoes with this meal
you did,
plan.
if you did that, I'd be livid.
Crescent rolls at 4. Gravy at 2. Okay. I mean,
How is that even a side though? It's a topping.
yeah, that's a like you said, that's a topping. That's a condiment in almost. I mean, gravy is great.
You gotta give it a
Even the-
thumbs up though, because I mean I put it on everything.
Yeah, I mean, I love gravy. And here's the thing. People overthink the gravy. Dude, just the regular grocery store gravy is money. Like, people always
Yeah.
are, like, trying to make the fancy gravies and stuff. Dude, you just get that little jar of grocery store gravy.
Yep.
You warm that up in the microwave. It tastes incredible. And that's the best part, is the next day after Thanksgiving, when you got the leftover sandwich that you can make or whatever, that's when you need the bread, is for the Thanksgiving sandwiches the next day.
Right.
But, I love a good next day Thanksgiving plate, by the way. Like, when you reach into the fridge and you've got, leftover turkey, you probably have some mashed potatoes, you maybe have some stuffing, you maybe got a couple Hawaiian rolls, and then you got the gravy. And you just throw that plate into the microwave, warm that sucker up, pour the gravy on top of everything, and you're in heaven on, like, Black Friday. I mean, it's the best.
I don't think anything beats KFC gravy, because KFC gravy is like a nostalgic taste, because
Yeah.
their mashed potatoes are so good, and you put the gravy on top, you're just like, damn, I could like bathe in this.
Oh,
and
it's good.
now, again, Jess's mom works for Heinz, so they're all Heinz, and obviously Pittsburgh, Heinz Field, and all that kind of
Sure.
stuff. Wearing the Yins hat tonight. So, well, because apparently we can't win. I mean, then again, they didn't win either this week, so I'm
Right.
just, whatever. But Matt Canada got fired today. But anyways, we're
saw
not doing
that.
sports today, most likely. So,
Yeah. Sports suck.
yeah, seriously, all of our teams suck. So, except for the Lions. So,
Yeah, what are you talking about? My
You're-
team's
you're-
amazing.
you're you're looking at it here, and she gets the jar of Heinz gravy,
Okay,
and she puts
yeah.
it on the stovetop, nice little low heat, and just keep mixing it.
Solid.
Dude, it's amazing. So they make, by the way, not to get off track here, they make these rice meatballs kind of thing, where it's like rice-a-roni, and and like you make a meatball out of it, and they're like as big as those damn Hush Puppies. And like me and Jess sometimes, 'cause it's like I don't know if it's an old recipe or mom makes it or something like that. We take 2 meatballs with some mashed potatoes, sometimes for work. Oh man, it's a great lunch.
That sounds good. No, dude, gravy.
I'll have to tell you how to do it. It's
It's
great.
weird though because like gravy's one of those things where besides Thanksgiving, you don't really. I know, like, yeah, you go to KFC, obviously you get gravy with your mashed potatoes, but otherwise, like, I'm not really eating much gravy throughout the year. Like,
Yeah,
in
true.
July, I'm not really like pouring gravy on something. But I wish I did more. I need to bring gravy more into my world.
Yeah, bring gravy back.
Number 2, stuffing.
I'll take it as long as it doesn't have a ton of like onions in it.
Yeah, when they throw in a lot of the the onions and some of the other veggies and stuff, it can ruin it. Otherwise, like a really good, well put together stuffing, like, dude, there's few things better when you get a bite of that.
If you limit the onions, like if you made it like how Stovetop has it,
Yeah.
where it's very, very, very limited onions. I mean,
Right.
it's so limited to the point where you don't even know it's there. That's perfect stuffing. Like I want the mix. I want the actual cornbread or whatever the hell it is. I want that more than anything else because that tastes damn good. Of course.
And then
number one.
mashed taters, number 1.
How do we go through 20 items? Are these all side dishes?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know there were sides. I'm like, how the hell is like turkey and ham and all
Let's
these
see
other
what
ones?
didn't make the list. So sweet
Yeah.
potato pie, yams.
Yams,
Garlic bread. Who's
more,
eating garlic bread
more
on
bread.
Thanksgiving?
I would take garlic bread.
I mean, look, I love
Twice baked potatoes. What the hell is that? That sounds
like there's some
great.
bacon in there, asparagus, and
Okay,
salad. Get
salad.
out of here,
Yeah,
down
kick
below that.
kick rocks.
Um,
yeah,
Applesauce.
kick it walls down.
Who's eating applesauce?
Babies,
Peas.
peas. I love peas, but I don't know what's so down. I'm better
Butternut
than
squash.
carrots.
Cauliflower. Gross. Collard greens.
God, look at those things. Those things like paper.
Wild rice. Baked beans. Butternut squash soup. Pumpkin soup.
Ew.
Chicken parmesan.
God damn, what are we in Rome?
It's an Italian Thanksgiving, I guess.
Jello salad. How is chicken parm right next to Jello salad? First of all, chicken parm is not a side dish.
Right now, that's a
That's
is
the king.
full
That's the
meal.
king of the castle right there. Ain't no
That
court
is.
jester.
And then I got one other ranker that I wanted to look at here together.
I don't got work tomorrow. We got plenty of time.
This food is so good. I've just been munching on it.
Mine's gonna taste great when I eat it in the microwave later.
If you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, ranker. So let's go down. Have we
Okay.
looked at? We may have looked at this one, but they get updated because
never
people
seen it.
will upvote
Never seen
and
it.
stuff like that. Okay, so we'll go to the top 20. So this is if you could eat one food for the rest of your life.
Okay,
Number 20, lasagna.
it's great. Had it a few days ago.
Lasagna is great. I don't know how versatile lasagna will be when it comes to if this is the only food you can eat the rest of your life. I don't know how well this works as a breakfast food. I will
Well,
say.
could you deconstruct it? Because you deconstruct it, you got I think it's ricotta cheese in there. You
Right.
got the noodles that you could separate. You get the meat
Right.
sauce. So you got some deconstructing components. But again, like you said, might be a little difficult to have it for the morning.
Mac and cheese, number 19.
So if I had like some seasonings, I could like put like a Cajun seasoning on there or something of that nature.
I
But
would
if
guess
it's
the
just
rules for this are
generic.
it has to be so like for example
basic.
the type of cuisine you can have variations of it like you don't have to just have Kraft mac and cheese every single meal. Like you could have other versions of mac and cheese, but I don't think you could be like I'll have mac and cheese with like pulled pork thrown in there one
Yeah,
meal and
right,
then like
right.
pulled chicken the next meal. Like it has to be straight up mac and cheese. And
What
then
about seasonings? Can you do seasonings?
You can. I'll say you can add seasonings. Yeah.
Okay. That's not okay. I could see that.
Mac
I
and
could do
cheese
that.
seems fine. I mean, I understand why it would be top 20. It's obviously beloved. I don't know how. Don't get me wrong. I've probably ate mac and cheese at 10 in the morning before.
I definitely
but-
have.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I agree with this one. Nachos.
Now, that's a basic nacho now
Yeah.
even though my basic nachos are a lot different than everybody else's basic
Sure.
nachos because I don't eat all the colors in there. I just like the
Right.
meat, the cheese, and the chips.
yeah. For me, you throw some guac and some sour cream in there too.
Oh, I can eat sour cream. I can do some sour cream.
Yeah. So yeah, with nachos, it's just those things where like again, how sick are you gonna get? Ice cream. Ice cream. Okay.
Yeah, if you want to,
That's not gonna work.
Yeah, it's never gonna work because you're gonna
be on
get
the
so
toilet.
sick. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
gonna be so sick of it.
You can't. You're not only gonna get sick of it, but like if you're only eating dairy, like that's all you're eating.
Yeah.
I feel like that's just gonna be a disaster. Number 16, strawberries. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Speaking of dairy, I'm gonna go get my Dairy Queen.
Oh, okay. I like how he didn't give me the list to do. I could have done it on my computer and we could have kept going down the list. But instead, he is going to the fridge and getting my second component of the meal that I bought him, which, again, mine was Willard's, and it was a meat trio meal with sides, mac and cheese, and mashed potatoes. And he gave me Lazy Dog with cheese curds, hush puppies, a Kutsu sandwich. I think it's
Katsu.
Katsu, and
Couscous
and some
sandwich.
fries. So, now he's going. He's closing it up for a second. He's got to give himself
Closing
a break.
it up for now.
I'm gonna get my
back
last
into
sip.
this.
My last sip of my. Where's it at on here? It says it on here somewhere. Look at that. I don't know. You can't see it on the screen. This is my Austin glass. It was a groom's present.
Oh, there you go. So we got here. This is the other part to the Mike Cerrone special here. We got
Gotta
a
go big
DQ.
screen. Gotta go big screen.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. What am I doing here? Stop sharing. So we got the.
Wait, that's it? Is that the bigger
Yes.
one or the smaller one?
This is the bigger of the two.
That's it?
This is it. Yeah.
That's what I paid for? God damn, man. Blizzard used to be big. Ooh, I can hear the crunch.
Wow.
Damn.
So this says I could taste the M&Ms in there.
Nice.
So you said there's some cookie dough in there too?
Yeah, or there should be.
Found it.
Found the dough.
I love a Blizzard, dude.
I'm telling you right now, man. I know how to order something, man.
And I also picked up another Truly from over
Nice.
there.
I just I refilled my Austin glass.
Let me get back to the list here. Oh yeah, and then like as far as like rating Dairy Queen, I mean Dairy Queen's always going to be a 10 for me. It's my favorite.
Yeah, I was worried that it wasn't going to let me bundle that one.
Yeah, so when you bundle it, that means the guy goes to both places.
Yeah, I think usually it means that it's on the way. So I think it's like, oh yeah, you can go get this place, but if this other place is closer, they're able to pick it up because it's already on the way to the house. I believe.
Okay.
I could be completely wrong on that, but I've only done it once, so that was the first time I did it. So it actually went through pretty well.
All right, here.
Oh, now we're getting to the goods.
Strawberries. It's like who cares?
Strawberries. Yeah, get out of here.
Grilled cheese. So it's funny. I just made some grilled cheeses for my family tonight.
Nice. Butter,
I love a good grilled
butter
cheese.
both sides of the bread.
Yep, always. And for the ones tonight, I didn't have. I have a block of cheese. Usually get the cheese slices, but I have a block of cheese because in preparation for the mac and cheese for tomorrow or for Thursday, and so I actually just sliced like very thin slices off the block to make the cheese for the cheese slices. So
Nice. I like
came out pretty good.
Oh my God.
Grilled cheese. What did you spill?
No, it's something that's been sitting up here for literally a year just fell over. A damn ghost. That thing scared the,
The
hell
ghost
out
of
of me.
Thanksgiving.
Because I was looking this way when it happened.
I could eat grilled cheese for every
could.
meal for the rest of my life.
I could.
That could work.
You got a
Burrito.
bread,
So
you- cheese, everything.
burrito's an interesting one because I don't know how much you can bend the rules with this.
Well, I think you
'Cause
have to pick a burrito and live with it.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, and I think honestly, the ones that would be in my top 3 would be a breakfast burrito would be in there with eggs and sausage and cheese. Maybe a little potato in there as well, but
Yeah.
that would be one of my top 3. And then the other ones would have a variation of meats, cheeses, maybe some spinach in there to have a green, and kind of go with that a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. You'd have to just choose one. And yeah, I think, but I love a good breakfast burrito for sure. I think, by the way, there's a million ads on this page. But I think I would probably just go with the standard, as you said, like throw meats in there, lettuce in there, what rice, like all those types of stuff. Because then you're hitting a lot
rice,
of different
yeah.
food groups, which you're probably going to be less likely to get sick of. 13, potato.
What, it's like a variation of potatoes?
See, that's the thing. It just says potato, so it's like It doesn't say French fries. It just says potato.
Well, no, I'm saying like, can you bake the potato? Can you scoop out the potato for mashed potatoes, or because obviously
I feel
you
like
can
it
mash
has
it
to
'cause
let you
have
do that
utensils.
because like you can't just eat baked potatoes the rest of your life. Like it's got to be because I can just mash up a baked potato, right? And I can just.
Oh,
call
I
it
know
mashed
some people
potato.
that would eat just potato the rest of their life. People that are picky as hell.
Well, that's true.
I know somebody who's really picky as hell, and it's not the person
Okay.
that's watching this right now. It's somebody else.
Number 12, spaghetti.
All day, every day. Get them
Yeah.
a thumbs up. Just give them a thumbs up so you get some clarity in this thing. 60%. That's it.
Spaghetti. I could eat spaghetti every day. There was a time in high school where I'd come home from school at whatever time we used to get home, like 3:15 or whatever.
Yeah.
And like nobody else in my family was home yet, and I would grab a pot, fill it up with water, boil it up, make myself some spaghetti. Put a whole box in there. Didn't eat the whole box, but I would make the whole box and be like, all right, here's some spaghetti for today and tomorrow and the next day.
Well, you know what's
I mean,
funny is that
I love
when I first started living here by myself, obviously I have a roommate now, which is my girlfriend, but at the same time when I was here by myself, I used to like if I was like bored and I was like, all right, I'm gonna make some dinner tonight and play some Xbox all night or something like that. I would make like a whole box of spaghetti and I'd eat it a ton until I was so full that I thought I was gonna pop, and then all of a sudden, like an hour and a half later, I'd go back for like the last little bit of it. I ate a whole box of it. Oh man, it was delightful.
It's incredible. I mean,
And now we have
Especially-
pasta Sundays, which is glorious too.
yeah, that's a great move. I'm usually making pasta every week too. I mean, spaghetti though, and I like all pastas, but honestly, there's nothing beats a good plate of spaghetti or bowl of spaghetti. Like, get the Parmesan cheese on there, and then you get a nice ragu or whatever sauce you want to work with, and then it's unbelievable.
Well, the best thing about Jess being here is that one of the best things I should say is that
I think you
she-
said the only thing.
No,
the only
I-
good thing about her.
I
being
didn't. Yeah, I'm sure I said that. And now you got me all flustered. So that it's that she loves pasta just as much as me, to the point where we will make extra just so we can have it for lunch the next day at work, and it's just extra pasta. And then there's so many variations of pasta we can have.
Oh yeah.
And it's like the difference is like last week vodka sauce and made penne or whatever. And I have Italian in my family, in my blood anyways. So like, now I'm not saying that my mom is sitting there like kneading bread and like Grandma Nona or whatever from like TikTok videos or whatever.
Sure.
But like we have spaghetti, lasagna, pizza. We have all that stuff all the time. And it's not good for the body, but it's good for the mind. I'll tell you that.
It is so good. Also, if you've ever have made your own pasta, it tastes great. I mean, it's like you can taste the difference. You're like this.
I'm sure you can.
It's great, but it is a pain in the ass to make. So
I'm not
with
sitting
you
there making my own sauce for 7 hours.
Yeah, I only do the make my own pasta for very special occasions, like anniversaries or stuff like that. Otherwise, it's like because honestly, like the regular box pasta, it all still tastes amazing. So it's like,
Yeah.
it's not enough of a difference for you to be like, oh, I only eat handmade from scratch pasta. It's like that would be a psycho.
Hey, I will say this though. Last year, it might have been last year's. I think it was last year's Valentine's Day. I ended up making chicken parm sauce from scratch, and dude, it was immaculate. It was immaculate to the point where I'll show you the picture, dude. It looked like it got it from a restaurant.
Restaurant quality. Yeah.
I'm gonna find it right now while we're talking about the next ones.
I mean, that's the thing. It's like cooking, and I do a decent amount of cooking, but like when you actually set aside the time and like make some like pretty damn good dish like that, and like make it as good as it can be, and then you eat it, you're like, oh, this is incredible. But then you're like, I just spent an hour and a half doing this or whatever, so you're like, I can't do this every night.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But I'm
it
with
took a
you,
little
like,
while.
Making your own pasta sauce, like making your own homemade like Alfredo sauce from scratch could be awesome too. Like you could definitely make that taste great. Man, it's funny. I'm like so full, but like now I'm just thinking about pasta. Number 11 on this list is fried chicken, and I can see this. I can see this working as far as a like eat only one meal the rest of your life, because like who hasn't thrown in a leftover piece of fried chicken into the microwave at like 9:30 because they didn't have any other food in their fridge or whatever. Like I've ate or sometimes even cold fried chicken. You know, it works, but I can see why it's on this list. I don't know if I'd want to eat it for the rest of my life, but I can see why it's there.
Yeah, I mean, fried chicken is great and all, but sometimes you get a bad piece of chicken and it just kind of grosses you out.
Yeah, it can put you off from chicken for a while. Number 10, our favorite, bread.
Yeah, of course.
Who's
gonna sit
eating
there and
just
eat-
bread for the rest of their life?
The people in prison? I mean,
True. True.
let's be honest here.
Because this isn't going to work because, like, you can't throw jelly on there. You can only throw seasonings on these. So, like,
Yep.
you can't be, like, bread, but you have peanut butter and you have jelly and you got ham and turkey and cheese and all that sort of stuff. It's like, it would be one thing if it was, like, sandwiches. You can have any type of sandwich for the rest of your life. But this just says bread. I'm going to downvote that.
I'm trying to find this stupid thing
Number
I
9,
made.
French fries.
It's good.
But it's a side dish, you know?
Yeah, it's like oh, here it is. Found it, dude. Look at this thing. I'm gonna show it to you.
I mean, that looks like
see
something I'd see on, like...
I'm gonna text it to you
Oh, okay.
so you can see it better. So I put a little. Where's your name on here? I put a little. It's Alfredo. It's chicken. It's chicken. Actually, it's chicken Alfredo, not chicken parm.
Okay.
So it's a chicken breast. We all love breasts. And nice seasoning. I mixed up all the seasonings and everything like that. Had a slight kick to it, and it had homemade sauce on there with
Oh, yeah,
with,
that
like,
looks good. That looks
with
good.
fettuccine.
That looks good.
Dude, it was money.
I would eat the hell out of that. I'd eat that the rest of my life, honestly, over French fries. Number 8, steak. I mean, you die. I don't think you could eat just steak for every meal. Like,
Yeah.
even that, what's that guy that was, like, eating only raw meat?
It
or
was
whatever?
the Liver King. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that guy was, like, taking, like, 1 million steroids.
Yeah. And he was like, he made a video because everyone was like accusing him of that. He's like, I have let everyone down. I have taken steroids. It's like everyone's like, we know.
Yeah.
Look at you. You're eating like raw testicles because you think that's going to help you.
Steak is going to be a no for me. I don't think it's going to work. What does this mean? Chicken food.
Food. well, what else is it? I could do chicken, but it's like, again, fried chicken, regular chicken, like, I mean, I just don't get it.
I guess this would just be regular chicken because the other one was specifically fried chicken.
Yeah. I don't know. That's it. That's all right. It's not enough for me.
Number 6, tacos.
Pass. I can't do it. I'd rather have a burrito than a taco. I'm a burrito man. If I go to Taco Bell,
You're a burrito Brian?
yeah, bad luck Brian. If I go to Taco Bell, I'm straight up getting value menu, and then I'll get a value menu, beefy melt burrito, and all. They always have like new ones on there, but I'll also get the 5-layer burritos. I get a couple of those, but they're all burritos. I don't want to sit there like the people who go to Taco Bell and are like, "Can I get 3 crunchy tacos?" Like, you're a loser. like you're just a loser. I'm sorry. Now, if you're getting a crunchy taco for a side, like, now I'm not gonna hate on people who get Crunchwrap Supremes or anything like that. People who get Mexican pizzas are serial killers.
Dude,
Okay.
I tried it for the first time the other day. Hated it.
Yeah, look at
It was
it.
gross.
Look
it was
at
gross.
it. It comes in like an oversized box, and people are like, oh yeah, bring back the Mexican pizza. Well, why don't you bring back the beefy Frito burrito? Had
Dude,
Fritos
it
in the
was
effing
bad.
thing.
It was
I mean, come
bad.
on now. It's just so dumb.
No, I'm with you. The tacos are a side dish, especially at a place like Taco Bell. Like, I love throwing in a good Doritos Locos Taco Supreme or a couple of them in the bag, but it's not my main go-to. I'm getting, as you said, like a Crunchwrap Supreme. I like those. I do really like that spicy burrito that they have where it's got like the spicy corn chips in there and it's got like the melted cheese on top with like the jalapenos. Like,
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
that's a good one. I like that. I like that burrito a lot. But yeah, taco's tough because if we're going by the same rules we had for the burrito, you can't get multiple types of tacos. You'd have to just stick with the same taco for the rest of your life. And it's like,
Have
if
you
you're
ever
gonna do
had
that, you might as
the-
well get a burrito.
You ever had I think it's a chalupa?
I don't think I've had the chalupa.
So I had Taco Bell last week or whatever, and they had buy one get one chalupa, and I think it was like I don't know $5 or whatever. And
Yeah.
I was like, screw it, I'll do it.
Yeah,
I always
why not?
like deals, and I got a chalupa, and it was a hard taco inside of like a pita bread kind of material, and it wasn't bad.
Yeah, I've had it once.
It wasn't bad. I mean,
Yeah.
I like the filling was good because they filled it up pretty decent. Then again, I did get double meat because I knew they were going to jip me on the meat. But at the same time, like, I guess I don't know, the pita bread thing or whatever, like, softened up the crunch where it was like I was eating through a lot of cardboard to get
Right.
to the filling.
To get to what you actually like care about in a taco.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one thing crossed my mind for tonight. I was like, oh, could I get him a bunch of good tacos? But then I was like, I think I can do better than that. So yeah.
I think you
Next
did.
up, cheeseburger. Just
I
a
can't
straight
wait to stuff all those balls in my mouth.
Yeah, yeah. No, I mean that's a usual Tuesday night for you.
Clip
Especially when
that.
Jess is out of town. Number 5, cheeseburger. I mean, I like a good burger.
Yeah. Could do that.
I could work with this. I could work with this for sure. I mean, again, the rules are like you have to kind of eat the same type of burger. Now, of course, you could again one of the times you take off. Like what I would do with this is I'd get a burger with like everything on it, but then I can just take a few things off if I want to,
Look at
depending
that.
on the meal. You know?
You're thinking outside the box. I like it.
Yeah. Chinese food. So this is so blanket. Like Chinese food, like you have to choose a dish. Like it can't
Yeah.
just be like the whole menu for Chinese food.
You know, I mean, going
yeah.
along with that, I think I actually like what you're saying here is they should make it. Now, I understand that to get the most people voting, like
Yeah.
if you have one or two things on there that someone doesn't like, they're going to say no.
Right.
So you're going to have more no's than anything. But I think that's why they're doing the blanket statement, the umbrella statement. But I do think that if they did like more of an in-depth thing, you could say like Kung Pao or something like that.
Right. Because you can't just have just Chinese food. Because yeah, I mean, again, Chinese food is another one of those where it still tastes good the next day. It's a good like microwavable, or sometimes I mean everybody's ate some cold Chinese food before the next day. Not like a go-to or anything. So for this, you'd have to choose like one dish. So if I was like maybe like lo mein, the Chinese spaghetti, maybe I would do that as far as like my meal. But yeah, I don't know. That's too generic. Fruit? No. What are we talking about? Fruit? The rest of your life?
What are we living in a tree? I mean, what
That's
is
not
this?
going to work. And then look at this. I mean, this is so pasta. You can't have spaghetti on this list and
Yeah.
then have pasta on here.
Yeah.
But then pizza. I mean, pizza. I get it. I mean, there's a
Yeah.
reason why it's number one. There's a reason why is because you can eat pizza really any time of the day, and it's still going to be good.
Well, if you have pizza, can you get it from any pizza place? Because there's different types of pizza.
That's true.
Unless we're going with specifics, then I'm not gonna lie. I think Detroit style pizza is my favorite pizza.
It's your favorite right now. Okay, wow.
Yeah, because
I mean, it's good. It's good.
I was going to buy you Little Beast tonight.
Ooh,
Now
okay.
That was gonna be money, but again, it was. I mean, they might still be driving by the time they get to your place. Because all the way from Reston, you have to go through Sunrise Valley to get to the toll road or 28 or something. It was going
And
to
it's
be
freaking raining right now too, so it's like that adds
Yeah.
a whole other wrinkle to it.
It was going to be difficult.
By the way, side note, I did visit for the first time a chiropractor today
Oh, nice. Where at?
in Fairfax,
Okay.
and I go back tomorrow because today was they took X-rays and they checked me out a bit, and then they're like, I'm gonna study these and I'm gonna come up with a plan for you.
Yep. They did that to me too.
Come back tomorrow, and I'm going back tomorrow, and they're gonna, I guess, adjust me. And
What was the doctor's name?
Do the
That's how
works.
we're gonna know if they're legit or not.
there's two at this place, and I had one of them. This was, well, I would hope I'd have one of them. This is, well, I don't know if I fully know how to pronounce this.
Okay, don't even try. It's okay.
Sebelwangel Young DC. Dr. Young. Oh, the DC might be just what their doctor thing is. So Young is their last name, but that could be a married name.
So here, okay.
But she was cool. She was cool.
So I wouldn't say that I'm going to the chiropractor. So I'm basically paying $20 because my insurance pays for a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm paying $20 a visit. So I go
Okay.
every other week.
Okay.
And
oh yeah. So you're a Chiro man.
well,
You're
no,
a Chiromaniac.
So here's the funny thing: is someone I know had a lot of tooth pain one time,
Okay.
and they were like tooth pain to the point where like it was so unbearable, and they were a chiromaniac.
Yeah.
So they would go like a bunch. So they went to this person, and they said like your vertebrae is out of place, and they punched a vertebrae back in or something like that,
Yeah.
and then the tooth pain went away.
That's
so it's-
crazy.
So it's like weird stuff like that.
Yeah.
To the point where now I go there, and the first thing they did was they said like, "You have any sports injuries or anything like that?" And I said, "Yeah, I've had 2 major knee surgeries."
Right.
And they said, "Well, how about we take some X-rays or whatever?" And they showed me and all that stuff, whatever. I mean, I've seen those X-rays a million times before. And they said, "So we're doing this new system. It's like called plasma or something like that."
Okay.
And they like inject me with like plasma in my knee like
What the-
3 times or whatever.
At the chiropractor?
Yeah.
What the hell?
And
This does not seem legal.
yeah, and you do it in a back room. The lights are off. And the funny thing about it was he told me this whole entire thing, and then he said the price, and he's like, "I don't know if the insurance is going to cover this, blah blah blah." I might still have the paper over there, and he said that it was going to cost like $1,400
What?
for
the hell?
4 sessions, and in the long run, it's going to help my cartilage in my knees. So I would get like arthritis maybe like 5 years later than I actually will,
Okay.
in my knees or whatever.
Selling
and I'm like,
you on it. Okay.
yeah, and I at first I'm like, all right, I can think of, I'm thinking about it. And then, of course, other people are telling me like, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, this chiropractor still gets. I'm gonna inject your knee.
Yeah, he's like, it's like this new plasma treatment. He's giving me
That's
like all these
crazy.
numbers saying like 87% of patients felt so much better and they can move better. And I'm like, I don't move better in general, just because I don't want to.
Right.
But the thing about it is now, so I told him, I said, nah, I think I'm just going to go with the regular visits. And
I would do that as well if I were you.
so this is
Now they're
back.
mad at you.
Yeah, this is like last winter, so it was a long time ago. But they said you get 20 visits at this price. It was like $420 or whatever.
Right.
And I said, all right, it was something of that nature. And I said, all right, $20 a visit, I can deal with that. It's
Yeah, you
20
can
bucks
make
a
that swing.
like
Yeah.
whatever. And all of a sudden, I started going, and they tried to do it like twice a week. And I was like,
Oh yeah,
"God
they
damn."
push you to come back like a lot.
I was like 10 weeks, so I ended up calling the front desk lady, and I guess she just didn't care. And I said, I'm a busy guy and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Can I do it like every other week? And she was like, yeah, sure. When do you want to do it? So like my 20 visits are now extending all the way for like a year. And I'm like,
Nice.
this is awesome. So it was nice.
Yeah.
So like I go there, and I don't know if you know this, but they have like masseuses and masseurs and all that stuff that are there. So like for me, so far I've had like 10 visits. So I'm like halfway home, and literally I think in 9 of them they've given me like a 10-minute massage.
Ooh, that
Dude, they
sounds
get-
good to me.
Yeah, they give you a massage either before or after, depends on when they're
Right.
available. And obviously, like I said, one visit they weren't even there, they weren't on call or whatever.
Right.
But they usually just give you a massage. They say like, hey, they say where are we working today, and I'll say like my neck and my my shoulders or something like that. And the funny thing is, I'm never in that much pain, so it's hard for me to say that because there's people that are like sitting there that have like broken bones and stuff like that.
Right.
But I'm sitting there and I'm like,
You're just a regular guy.
I was like, my back.
Yeah,
Like, and
right.
So then they ended up. Don't wear a sweatshirt, by the way, because then you have to take it off and all that stuff.
Oh, I know. Today I had to take everything off.
Yeah,
Not everything. I wore the sweatpants, but
Yikes! What are they X-raying? down there?
they put me in a smock or whatever.
Oh, that's gross.
Today, yeah, I wasn't thrilled with that, especially it was a little tight.
Yeah. Oh,
and then
no.
the problem is they have these like these two attractive women working the front
Oh,
desk.
Jesus.
And like they are the ones that come and put like the smock on you or whatever. They tie it behind
Wait,
you.
they wait. You're naked and they tie the
No,
smock?
no. Okay, hold on. I'm not naked. I was wearing my sweatpants. They were like, yeah, sweatpants on is fine. But they were like, take your shirt off. And so I had to take my shirt off.
No.
And I had to put like my hands through the smock thing. And then they're the ones that tied it in the back.
That seems illegal.
But the problem is it's like it was the like front desk lady that tied it in the back.
Yeah,
So,
because
like,
they're the assistants.
Right,
Like
yeah.
the only people that are in the back are for me are the masseuses, whatever, and the chiropractors. Because there's about
right.
because this is like there's like or maybe not four, maybe like 2 or 3 chiropractors there.
Yeah, there's only 2 in this place. Yeah.
And then we have usually 1 or 2 masseuses, and then they obviously like this
What a
one.
masseuse.
This one is actually pretty nice, like I said, because they had the masseuse bit and stuff like that, which is nice. Even though last week this Asian lady, I felt like she was going to kill me because she was literally giving me a deep tissue massage because I said like my neck and my upper shoulders, whatever. Upper shoulders, okay, wasn't that bad. My neck, it felt like she was piercing her thumb from one end to the other. And I was like, I wanted to say like, I was like holding my breath. And I was waiting for her to be done because it hurt so bad. But there's an Asian guy that he does an all right job, which is not bad. But again, it's like a 10-minute massage or whatever. They go in there and they say like, so what's hurting today or whatever. And obviously I get migraines every now and then. And I told the guy that, and he was like squeezing my head to make it smaller. And he was like, all right, breathe in, breathe out.
You're going down a hat size, son.
Yeah, that's what he was doing. And he was basically like doing my pressure points all the way through my scalp and stuff like that.
Dang.
And then so the chiropractor now, do I know if it works or not? Who the hell knows?
Yeah, who knows?
I don't know. But it's more for me. It's more of a psychological thing. So if they go in there and they
Right.
crack, but the worst feeling in the world is when you go there, you pay your money, and they get like one crack out of everything they do.
Right.
You're
I'm
like-
nervous for that. Yeah. So because I actually hurt my back 3 weeks ago doing
Okay,
something,
okay.
and where I was on a ladder and I twisted around to hang something, and I felt the pain in my back, and then like since then, almost every night, like I'll wake up in the middle of the night and like
Yeah.
my back's hurting. So like it's a legit injury, and it was funny. Like I even like laid down on the table for her to like take a look at my back, and she was like, "Oh, I can tell you're injured because you're literally like leaning more on one side." I was like, I didn't even know I was doing that. So
Yeah.
So I'm,
Well,
I'm
when
I'm
you
interested.
when you lay on the table though, sometimes they go and that when you're like laying on your stomach, they'll measure your feet and they'll look, not really measure, but they'll like eyeball
Right.
your feet, and they can see because they've seen it every single damn day.
Right.
Like if one foot's lower than the other, then
That's
they'll-
what it was today. Yeah, one
Yeah.
foot was lower than the other for
So
sure.
then you're probably gonna do. I'm acting like I'm a chiropractor right now.
you are basically.
You're probably gonna do the table slam bit where basically like you lay there on your stomach, and then all of a sudden like like the guy was like, all right, the table's gonna fold in or something like that, and they go like this, and they're like boom, and then and like the table's like up in like your hip area, and they press in, and then the table collapses. Like not a lot. Like it's the table's like this.
I don't want to do that. That
No,
sounds
it's
horrible.
No, it's easy. It's easy. It doesn't hurt or anything like that because the table here's a flat table, right?
Yeah.
And they lift it up like this,
Oh,
and then they push in so it realigns your hips
Jesus
and stuff like that. And then, dude, the best one, which you should get. Now, my first time they did it. Now they only done it like 3 times since, but my first time, the guy wrapped the towel around me like a noose. And then he was like behind me, and he's like he's going like this, and my head's like swaying like this.
Oh, and then he
he's
like yanks it.
then he's like, all right, relax, and I'm like relaxed, and he goes like this, and I'm like Gumby, and it felt like my spine was coming out like I was in Mortal Kombat or something, and that was crazy. But I honestly, like I said, I think it's a psychological thing because first of all, like I said, I don't know what to say when I go in there. Like, all right, so how we doing today? And I'm like, my shoulders. Like I just don't know.
Right.
So I usually try to vary it up a little bit so I get a little crack in every place.
I know. I see the TikTok videos, and it's always like it always seems pretty wild.
Well, those people are like dead. Like,
yeah.
Those people are really injured.
Right. No, some of those people seems like have like some big issues.
They make some noises, man.
Yeah.
It's
So I'm interested. So I got my follow up is tomorrow. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see. I'll definitely obviously
Don't get roped in though, dude. You have to make sure that your insurance covers some because if you get roped in, because I went to a chiropractor like 3 years ago, and they tried to rope me into it was one guy. It was the bad thing was the biggest red flag was the guy was in an office by himself and he was answering the phones and the chiropractor.
That seems sketchy.
That was a red flag. It was in Fairfax too, and I got it off of Groupon, which again, red flag.
Right.
And the biggest thing was I went in there and the guy he measured my back and he said I was like a turtle, and then he cracked me a couple times. He was like, all right, see, you're getting a little better. So here's a plan that I have in place. It's going to cost you $700 or something like that. And I was like, no, thank you. And then I left. But it's like, you can't get reeled into something like that. Now, if you cost $20 and you get 20 visits per and $20 per visit, that's not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad. Or I'm with you where I don't want to get roped into an every week type thing. I can't do that. But I don't mind doing every other week. I mean that's a couple times a month. That's not a big deal.
Exactly.
But yeah, I can't do a once a week you're going to a chiropractor. It's I'm not a 60-year-old, I can't be doing that.
Right.
Yeah, it's not going to work. So yeah, we'll see. I'll definitely keep you posted. Let's move into the Daily Dozen.
Remember, we got to read them all out to everybody.
Yeah.
The fans at home need to know.
Fans at home. All right, we'll start in the top left. NFL. Known for his leg power, the Raiders drafted this Florida State kicker in the first round of the 2000 NFL Draft. We played 17 seasons for the team. Is that Janikowski guy?
Yep, Sebastian Janikowski.
Yeah, okay. That was a good pull by me.
I'm guessing he's Russian?
Or Polish.
Polish?
The skis.
Oh, the skis.
MLB. After compiling over 2,000 hits in his first 12 seasons, Nick Markakis finally made his first All-Star team in 2018 while playing for what NL East team? So I believe this is the Braves because he was on the O's for a long time.
Yeah,
and then
he went from the O's to the Braves, yes.
Yeah. College basketball. Before his disastrous run as head coach of the Chicago Bulls, Fred Hoiberg led this Big 12 school to 4 tournament appearances from 2010 through 2015.
Would that be Iowa State?
So he's Nebraska's coach now, right? So it wouldn't. So it's obviously not Nebraska.
It sounds familiar with Iowa State because Iowa State, those years, sound familiar with Iowa State because
I don't know this one.
I believe it's Iowa State. Now I could be
Iowa
wrong.
State's Big 12.
Yeah, Iowa State's Big 12.
I guess they are. Yeah. Okay.
Iowa's, Big 10.
Nice pull.
Thanks.
Nice pull. Geography. Where's the capital of the Czech Republic? Oh no.
So.
Oh no. I don't know if I know this.
I have zero idea.
Let's skip it for now. Freak. 2 celebrity mashups. All right, so that's Viggo Mortensen in the middle, and I believe that might be Orlando Bloom on the outside.
I don't know. That's a really rectangular head.
It's definitely Viggo in the middle. Aragorn from Lord of the Rings, for those nerds out there. I'm pretty sure it's Orlando Bloom. But I could be talked into another guy.
That's not Jesse Palmer, is it?
I'm going to go with Orlando. Crap! So stupid! Idiots! It wasn't Orlando Bloom then.
I didn't think it was Orlando. Orlando Bloom has a round head, man. That was more of a rectangle.
So stupid. All right, cereal. Packaged in red boxes, this Kellogg cereal is crunchy, multigrain shells filled with real chocolate.
That'd be
Off.
now you're off your game. I think it's called. Isn't it something Craze with a K?
Or is it just Crave with a K? Or?
Crave. That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. God dang it! I can't believe I missed the match.
Damn it, dude! I'm
Oh,
shocked.
so Orlando Bloom is the right one.
Oh,
So that's not Vigo in the middle.
who
The hell is that?
I know who it is, but I
Oh,
didn't-
is it
I,
a Skarsgård?
But I didn't.
or-
I don't know his name. But I thought that. So that's why I thought.
All right, we'll come.
so-
We can always double dip.
by the way, that guy is. He's the guy from.
It looks like a Skarsgård, like Alexander Skarsgård.
What's his name?
I think it's. Well, we'll come back to it because we can't double dip till we've done them all. All right. This is Sublime. Formed in Long Beach in 1988, this rock band has heavy ska and reggae influences in its music and is known for songs like Santeria and What I Got. Yeah, that's Sublime. Movies. Many more.
Here she is.
Had the lead voice as Rapunzel in this 2010 Disney animated musical comedy. So this isn't Tangled, it's the other one. Is this like... Because there's Tangled, and then there's Brave. Or is this Tangled?
It's not Brave because Brave was a redhead.
Right. So this is... Then it's Tangled. So it is
Yeah.
Tangled. Because that makes sense because of the long hair. Yeah, Tangled.
I was like, wait a second, Brave.
TV. Set in 1870 South Dakota, Timothy Oliphant, Ian McShane starred as HBO Western drama. Oh, this is just give me a sec. This is
What was
Yeah,
Timothy Oliphant in? Why is his name?
well, I know what this. Oh, you've seen him before. He's been in other stuff.
What-
But this
what has he
is-
been in?
This is Deadwood.
I'll trust you. Unlike the mashup.
Yeah, freaking mashup. And then geography.
I have no
I mean,
idea.
the capitals. I mean, this is a problem. It's like, it's not even giving me anything here. T. We'll just go Riga. Yeah, we're wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, use double dip. Okay, so Vigo's wrong. Orlando's right. I'm pretty sure it's a Skarsgård, dude.
Wait, hold on, wait.
I think
So
I won't hit select yet.
what
But
was
so-
he
so-
from though? This Skarsgård.
So he's the most recent. So the most recent movie that I can think of or show. Well, he was in the HBO the HBO show that won a bunch of awards recently. Why am I forgetting the name? I'm telling you, it's Alexander Skarsgård. If I'm wrong, I'll kill myself.
God.
And then we already know Orlando Bloom. Orlando. Okay, so yes, I'm right. Okay.
Gosh, I'm trying to think because I recognize that guy's face, but I didn't know what his name was.
Yeah, we'll look up his IMDb next. Let's just see. So, what was the geography answer? Oh, I have to go to this, I think. It was Prague.
Okay,
Oh,
who
I guess
cares?
we're just stupid. Show stats. So let's see how we did here. Celebrity Mashup, 8%. Okay, so I don't feel that bad.
Yeah.
Like, only 8% got that. Television, Deadwood. Okay, I'm proud of myself for that. Good call on the Crave.
Thanks. Never-
Good call on Iowa State. That was not something.
Yeah, man.
And then, only 50%.
I have
got the
strengths. I have
Braves.
strengths, but then I have some weaknesses as well. How,
right,
how
so
did
recheck.
Prague get that many percentage people knowing it?
I don't know. So I'm gonna check Alexander Skarsgård here, because they're like a whole family. Like all these guys are in a bunch of
Oh,
different.
that
movies.
guy? Yeah, that guy's from.
Yeah.
Where is it at? Go down.
True Blood. Or I'm just gonna go to.
Oh, he was in a movie I just watched, which is Cameron Diaz, A Long Shot.
Oh, is he in that?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, where's his freaking movies here? I don't need his quotes. Come on, IMDb. And why is he not wearing any pants? In this film?
Yeah, I know that guy. Look at he.
I know, but I just want to look at his credits here. Actor. Oh my God, this site is making me. Okay, Long Shot. Okay, so yeah, I saw Long Shot there.
Yeah,
He was Prime Minister James Stewart.
the Prime Minister of
Long
Canada.
Shot.
I just watched
So
it.
I was thinking of he was in Succession. He was
haven't
in
watched it.
Succession. So I saw him in that. And he was in Atlanta.
I know he was in Godzilla vs Kong. I know that.
Yeah, there you go. need to click that. Whatever. I'm gonna stop sharing. So we got 8. Ain't too bad. Okay, enough of Skarsgård there. Okay. Whew. I
8
mean,
out of 9, but we probably should have got
I'm
that.
just, I mean, should we have
can't
gotten
wait to-
Prague? I mean,
I've heard of Prague before, but I didn't know where the hell that was.
same. Yeah, obviously. Neither did I.
Am I really trying to figure out where Jaromir Jagr's from?
Yeah, why are they throwing in a geography question? We're all morons. Nobody knows geography. You don't need to know geography. Everything's on your phone. You don't need to know anything, really.
Again, the funny thing about it is I've told you about one of my coworkers who does these with me from time to time,
Sure.
and they're just very confused a lot of the time. Like when I say confused, now you have the regular questions where they're like, "Man, is that right or is this right?" And like they'll say something like, for instance, and they're somewhat smart, I think, and again about sports, they play college basketball and stuff like that. But the funny thing about it is I think about it and I'm like, why are you answering this question like this? Like you're throwing me off. Because you know how like someone like answers a question, like they're at trivia and they're like the best scorer, or they're like the who scored the most NBA points in all time or something like that. Then they're like, oh yeah, Allen Iverson, right? And I'm like, no, it's not that. Like it's not even close. And they're like, oh, I think he did. You know, and they start going. So it's like one question a couple weeks ago was like, what NBA franchise from the Eastern Conference had this player or something stupid, and he starts like naming people from like the Seattle Supersonics. I'm like, what are you talking about, dude? Like, it's not even close. It's like the farthest thing to the west you can have. Like, and then it's like, of course, the actor bit. Like, he still doesn't understand it's two people in there. Like, and it's so frustrating. It's a celebrity mashup, which means they're mashing up multiple people. He's like, oh, that's not one person. I said, first of all, that's Hillary Duff's face in the middle.
Right.
She doesn't have a beard. Like,
Right.
it's like, how do you not notice that? It's
Some
so
people are
frustrating.
Morons. Absolute morons. By the way, I did open back up the old NCAA football this week.
Nice.
Started up a new franchise. I'm the offensive coordinator at Maryland right now.
That could be fun.
We're unranked. Well, now we're ranked. Now we're top 20 because I've pulled together some wins. My only loss, I think we're 5-1 right now. My only loss was in double OT, where had to go for 2. So I got the touchdown, didn't get the 2-point conversion. It got batted down. I think it was against Clemson, maybe. So tough loss.
That was back when they were in the ACC, right?
Exactly. Yeah, it's all ACC still. So because this is 2013 game, I think. So yeah, it's I'm enjoying my time back.
Tech's not ranked in that, is it?
I gotta look. I don't know.
I think the last few years, the last couple years that Tech was good was like, I think because if you think about Tyrod back in the day, Tyrod was like 2009, 2010. And then after that, it was like Logan Thomas and stuff like that.
Right.
So like they started going downhill pretty much. But
yeah. No, it's a blast. I mean, again, supposedly they've got one coming out next year. We'll see.
Oh, dude.
New NCAA. I mean, the whole thing is it's supposedly new Grand Theft Auto next year and new NCAA football next year. It's like
It'd be insane.
you tell Jess that like, hey, I'm sorry, I don't think we're going on any dates anytime soon. I gotta sit here and play these games because, I mean, I also have been. It's funny because I also had been recently downloading and replaying GTA 5 again and just having a blast with that game.
Is that's
very college for me for sure.
Is that cross compatible?
I have no idea. I don't really do a ton with the online. I usually do just a ton of the story mode and just messing around in that world. But I don't know. But
I think it is.
I love that game.
I think it is, and you have to really think about it this way. If you want to play that, let me know because I had some low points in my life where I actually spent money on a video game after I bought it, and I gave myself I spent like $50 on there to get for shark cards so I could buy vehicles. And I have like an insurgent. I have a few different things in there, and I usually just go around and cause havoc a little bit.
Oh yeah, that's the best thing to do in that. I mean, the great part about a Grand Theft Auto game is like you don't even have to do anything you're supposed to be doing. You can honestly just go around and just like mess with people. I love going into the tough neighborhood in the game where there's like gang members and stuff.
Yeah.
And you just like take
Grove
on one of those
Street.
gang members, and then literally like 15 of them will pop out and start shooting at you. And
Yeah, you got the families. You got the what's the purple one? Well, you got I know the families is the green gang,
right.
and then you got
'Cause,
the,
yeah, it's green
the
and there's
Vagos.
purple,
The
yeah.
Vagos is the yellow one,
Right.
and then you got the what's the purple one? The purple one is I'm forgetting the name of it. But yeah, you can go in those certain streets and just literally shoot one bullet, and then everyone's like, "You got to get this guy." Like,
it makes you feel like when you play that game, you're like, God, I'm a psychopath, because you're like I'm running over people. Sometimes I'll get the sniper rifle and I'll go at the top of the building and just snipe random people like that are just
Dude.
walking on the sidewalk.
Dude, I got lucky one time. I was on a building and I sniped an online player on a motorcycle.
Whoa.
It was crazy. Now I'm not that good at that game because
Yeah.
there's too many variables because it's more of an RP kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Is there's too many variables to try. It's not like COD where you have the motions down, you're good. Like
Right.
this one, it's like you gotta hold this button down to switch your weapon, and this all like you have to.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
there's a lot.
there's a lot of holding, and I'm like, okay, well, I rather just press it and have it.
Right,
but
right.
there's so many things because you have like. You have rolling, and you have select your radio stations and all this other crap.
No, and they give you like 40 different radio stations to choose
Yeah.
from. No, that's why like you got to think. I mean, they haven't put out one of those games in however long. I mean, it's
Yeah.
been probably 8 years or something. So you got to think a new one of that is going to be unbelievable.
Well,
Problem is,
I'm
it's going to be on the new platform, so it means I got to buy like a PlayStation 5, I guess.
Well, I'm hoping that at least the football one is cross-platform.
Yeah,
because,
it's got to be these days.
because you would think so. Because I'm going to get a new station or a new system at least in the next year or so.
Yeah, same.
But the thing about it is, I'm probably going to stick with Xbox. But the thing about it is I want that to be cross-compatible. I might have to look that up because then like me, you, and Dan could we could do like a franchise thing. 'Cause here's the best thing I've ever seen, and then we're going to get off here soon.
yeah,
But
that's fine.
the biggest thing, we talk about this all night. The biggest thing that I remember back in college, my freshman year, I was living on a floor with a ton of football players.
Yeah.
And across from me was the second string running back, and I think the second string linebacker or something like that, right? So they were pretty popular for the most part, and of course they all were playing at this time. It was like NCAA football 2010 or something like
Right,
that, whatever
right.
the hell it was. Because obviously every year, because I graduated in 09. So they're all causing this commotion because there's like 17 people in this room. Apparently, they took all the SEC schools. The best player for the game took like Vanderbilt, and the worst guy out of like those 10 people or whatever took like Alabama.
Right.
And they recruited and they did all this other crap.
Yeah.
And they did that as a season, and like if everyone had like their text threads up or whatever the hell it was, or Skype or whatever the hell it was, and everyone's like, hey yo, Salem and Dwight are going to be playing today. It's Alabama versus LSU today or something like that. And then you got these two guys, and they all met in the room, and they had like their 4 games for the week, and then like they did all the recruiting and stuff like that on their own and stuff
Right,
like that.
that's
Dude,
funny.
it was so sick. And I said like, dude, that'd be sick if we did that.
Just
That'd be
guys
pretty-
being guys, man. Especially when it came to the college football video games, there was something, again, guys being guys, where literally like, I mean, back in the day, it used to be, you used to pretend like I'm running this squad and I'm doing the recruiting, and
Yeah.
the college basketball game I have as well, which was always fun too, because the recruiting in that game was a blast. Because in the football one, it's pretty much just like you use points, and then you can like schedule visits, but you can't really do anything much beyond that.
Right.
With the college basketball one, you can be like, all right, I'm going to send my assistant coach to go watch one of their games, and then I'm gonna phone. You can choose to either email them or like call them on the phone, and like you can
Yeah.
do all these like variations of like things to try to recruit. Like again, and there's nothing better than you land that like 4-star recruit, and you're like a bad school. You're like, this is our future. Like I just got like a level 72 center who signed up for me for next year for Maryland. Who's like a 4-star, and I'm pretty pumped for that. I feel like I accomplished something.
I'm pretty excited. Well, the thing is that people who don't play video games are like, that's stupid. Like, why? Like, so here's a funny story. Again, the other night, I'm playing with Dan, of course.
Yeah.
And I think at that time, I think I lost a parlay by 1, so I was already pissed off.
Sure.
And Dan and I are playing Rocket League or something like that. And it was just a bad night. I ended up like getting so pissed off. I like smacked the couch and I was like, damn it, or something like that. Yeah. And Jess texted me saying like, she's like, stop hitting things.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
I was like, I can't. Like I had a bad night, parlays losing by 1. You know, Dan missed a shot for the win or so, whatever it was, or I did, or whoever the hell it was. And I was, oh man, when she texted me that, I was like, I literally texted her back, I'm angry. Like that's all I said.
my move usually is I'll punch my hand. Like I'll do a loud like "Pow!" Like come on, like try not to break my hand, but I'll do that. And then I am a couch puncher for sure.
Yeah.
Like a nice little slam down on the couch.
Well, the couch that I have, it cost me I think like $600, or $700 or whatever the hell it was, because it's not a big huge couch, but it's one with a chase on the end, so it's one of the L-shaped chase ones, and it's not made to the fullest, I guess you could say, wood. I have like plywood and stuff in there. And the one seat that I used to sit in, Jess kind of took that over. But the seat that I used to sit in for gaming, it's the armrest on the right. One day I went like this. I was like playing it and I was pissed off. I went like this, and I smacked it, and the plywood like split.
Oh no!
So now there's like a hole like that where if you press in, it's just like nothing there. So it's like now
That's
obviously
funny.
it's still functional, and you can't see it or anything. It's all inside the couch.
Right.
But
That's
it's not.
funny,
And the other day, like I think Jess was like sitting on the armrest, and I said I wouldn't sit on that. I was like, I don't know how sturdy that thing is. Like I don't think a baby could be placed on that thing. But
you only get it if you've been there. You only get it if you've been in the video game world. Cause nothing gets you more annoyed sometimes.
There he is.
Well, this has been our Thanksgiving special. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you are only listening to the podcast version, we put up a YouTube version on our DC Crossover Podcast YouTube, so you can check out the video, the food, some delicious food tonight. And then be sure to follow the show on Twitter at the DC Crossover and at Cerrone16. And then, we'll probably be back next week. And then next thing you know, it's going to be end of the year. So we'll probably do a Festivus show this year as well, like we to do. But this was good. Nice little Thanksgiving action. We will see you guys next time. This has been another episode of the DC Crossover. John Z, take us out.
Happy Thanksgiving, John.
Happy Thanksgiving, John. Especially to John.
We love you, John.
We love you, John.